Hello kids, how are you? I'm fine. Okay, we're going to start the class, but first, we're going to dance.
Carrot, carrot, cabbage, cabbage, broccoli, broccoli. 1, 2, 3. Let's chop some carrots, carrots. Na na na. Let's chop some cabbage, cabbage. Na na na. Let's chop some broccoli, broccoli. Na na na. Some vegetables for you and me. Carrot, cabbage, broccoli. Carrot, cabbage, broccoli. Some vegetables for you and me. And we sing na na na, na na na. And we sing na na na, na na na. Vegetables for you, you. Vegetables for me, me. Vegetables for you and me. One more time. Vegetables for you, you. Vegetables for me, me. Vegetables for you and me.
Hello, friends. I'm Anna from Frozen. I'm hungry. Let's go to the fridge. Wow, there's a lot of food. Okay, let's see. Hey, I have eggs. Remember, kids? Eggs come from chicken.
The whole thing begins in the hen house, where female chickens start laying eggs when they're 19 weeks old. The building is well ventilated, with the temperatures and humidity strictly controlled. To stimulate laying, fluorescent lighting simulates 15 hours of daylight. The average hen lays about 300 eggs a year. The cage floor is sloped, so the eggs automatically roll onto a conveyor belt. Then it's onto a larger conveyor belt which transports the eggs to the packing room. The hen's manure drops through the bottom of their cages onto a conveyor belt below. Even so, some eggs do get dirty, so they're thoroughly cleaned and disinfected later on.
Hey, I have milk. Remember, kids, milk comes from cows.
Most milk that we find in grocery stores comes from cows. Back in the olden days, most families owned their own cows, which they made butter and cheese, and they also had milk to drink. This is a cow's udder. Each cow has 4 teeth that comes out of its udder, and that's where the milk comes from. Only cows that have a calf can produce milk. So, only female cows produce milk.
Hey, kids, I have honey. Remember, honey comes from bees.
It all begins in a field where worker honeybees suck nectar from flower blossoms, such as clover. They store it in their honey sac, then return to the hive where other worker bees suck it out and chew it, breaking down the nectar's complex sugars into two simple sugars called glucose and fructose. The bees then deposit the nectar into the cells of the wax honeycombs they've built. They fan it with their wings until most of the water content evaporates in the warm air of the beehive. What's left is thick and gooey honey. The bees then cap each honey-filled cell with beeswax. That's when the beekeeper steps in. Inside the hive are wooden frames hanging side by side, each holding a honeycomb. A hive can house hundreds of thousands of bees, all descendants of the prolific queen bee. Another warning spray, and the beekeeper removes the bee escape. Now, he can escape with the honeycombs. Inside the honey factory, they put the honeycomb frames on what's called an uncapping machine. Like a razor, it shaves off the wax caps of the honey-filled cells of the combs. They scrape off the remains manually. Then they set the frames on another machine called a honey extractor. It spins the honeycombs until all the honey is forced out of the cells. Afterwards, they filter the honey to remove any pieces of wax that have slipped through. Then the honey is ready for bottling. Then, when orders come in, they return it to its original liquid form by heating it to 130 degrees Fahrenheit. The jars are vacuum cleaned, then filled. One beehive can yield over 3 kilograms of honey in a single day. That's much more than the bees need for themselves. The surplus is what we end up eating.
Okay, kids, now it's time to do your craft. Happy Mother's Day! You need markers, scissors, colors, and crayons. Let's start. Okay, first, color red. I'm going to use marker for the heart. Then I'm going to use color red. Color. Okay, now color blue for the bow. Okay, now it's time to color. Take out color blue and start. Okay, now the flowers. I'm going to use red for the big one. Okay, so color red and start. Okay, now the other flower with color pink. Yes. Okay, now take out color pink and color. Okay, now the leaves. Take out color green. Yes. Okay, now take out color green. And start. Wow, beautiful. Okay, now the other flowers. We need yellow crayon and start. Wow. Okay, now please take out your marker, black marker, okay? And we're going to write, I love you, okay? I look, I love you. Okay, now take out color purple and trace the letters. Happy Mother's Day. Okay, now take out your scissors. We're going to cut. Be careful. Kids, now we have to follow. Look, we're going to do this box. Please hold this part. Okay, and now this part. Are you ready? Now, look. Wow, it's a box. Okay, kids, it's a finish. Wow, it's beautiful. Well, happy Mother's Day.